go tswa fatshe haufi le stand sa TV swap ya madi 6 gore ke swap ya 6 hodima tile ya kitchen o bolela hore mo
le ha ke sena bonnete ke nahana hore ke the results tsa DNA ho forensic science laboratory.
Now, even though I may not be certain about this, but I'm thinking that these are the results of the DNA from the forensic science laboratory. Tigena noma ke ngena qiniso kodwa ke ngicabanga ukuthi imiphumela le eqhamuka khona laphayana kwi laboratory of forensic science.
Would I be correct, Warrant Officer, to give the interpretation that swap 3 and 4, which was found on the floor next to the TV stand, match that of the deceased?
Jwale e ka be ke nnete hore swap 3 and 4 e leng ya fumaneha fatshe haufi le TV stand e swap tse leng hore kapo sample ya teng e tshwana le ela ya mofu kapo lero la mofu ha o etsa diteko tsona.
Ke bona jwalo ke tshepa jwalo.
I trust so. I think so. Manje ke ngibona kanjalo ukuthi I swap 3 and 4 iyafana ke ne sample ke ekamufi uma kwenza lezo ivivinyo.
Will I also be correct, Warrant Officer, to give the interpretation that according to the results, blood swap 6 which you found or took on the kitchen tile wall match that of the deceased?
Ebe ke nnete gore how we to di swap mane ho swap 6 tsentsweng le boteng le tsona ebile sample le tsona le mofu
Ho tloha
go tlogela ka go jwalo.
ke na dintlha tse totobetseng maelana le di results.
Well, I hear you. I do not have supporting evidence or supporting facts pertaining the results, the DNA results. I hear you though. THABO ngiyabuzwa. Ayikangaka ukuthi ngiyavumelana ngoba ke amaqiniso aphelele amayelana ke nemiphumela yama DNA anginawo.
Warrant Officer, while you were still at the crime scene, get any information about where the deceased was when he was shot?
Ha o no le gona mane tulong ya ketsagalo o ile a fumana tlhahiso leseding ya gore mofu o ne a le kae ka nako eo e leng gore o ile a thunywa ka yona. O ile wa e fumana tlhahiso leseding e jwalo?
Ho ya ka dintlha tse ke di fumaneng ketsahalo e etsahetse kitchening le ha ke latela the exhibit.
Well, based on the information that I had received, the incident transpired in the kitchen. Even when I do my follow-ups or investigations on the exhibits, they led me to that. Mina ke amaqiniso ngiwathole laphayana lokho. Ebe hona le tlhahiso leseding e itseng e wile
bona hore deceased na furalletsa monyako a le bohareng ba kitchen.
Well, based on my reconstruction of the crime scene, my inference would be that the deceased could have had his back against the kitchen door, somewhere towards the center of the kitchen. Ngendlela ke mina ngibona ngakhona ukuthi okanye mase ngizama ke ukuthi ngiphinde ngakhe leso sigameko engqondweni yami kubuka ngathi lona umufi umhlani wakhe ubebhekene nomnyango should ube flathela umnyango wase kitchen kanti ke kwangathi ubemile nje ukuyela emaphakathini we kitchen.
What is the estimation that you could give from where the deceased was standing and the kitchen door?
Jwale ebe papiso ka fanyona ma bapile mo mofu aneng a le teng le monyako wa kitchen. I will have to refer through the photographs here and the witnesses perusing through the file here Ke ukuze ngikwazi ukuphendula lapho kuyomele ke ngibheke khona la kulezi izithombe kanti ke ulobe yaphenya phenya nefile yakho.
Is photo 15 not going to be of assistance to you?
Ebe
Photo
photo
15.
15 asinothusa.
Yes, 15 can too.
Yes, 15 will help me. Yeah, but this is Tombe.
So let us,
Number 15 is always a word which is in the
so let us revisit my question that I asked you earlier. From where the deceased was standing to the door, what approximate distance will you attach to that?
Jwale ha re khutlele ona mahane mo potso ya ka e ntse ke teng gore o tloa mo mofung a neng rona e le teng go ya monyako ne ka ba distance e kae.
The witness is now being asked questions outside his expertise and is expected to speculate. We submit, my lord, that that is an unfair question to the witness. He is not a ballistic expert.
Yes, Mr. Nyama, what's your...
My daughter will withdraw that
Response.
question because Mangena is still coming.
Hello?
Mangena is still coming. I'll withdraw that question.
You withdraw it.
Yes.
Okay.
Warrant officer, is there any blood spots that you find behind the door?
Ebe ho na le marotho di a madi a ileng wa fumana ka morao ho monyako.
Chair.
No. Ke aware ka mathaphaza wegazi engingawathola emva kwesiqaba.
So the only swabs that you took with blood are the ones at 3 and 4, 5 and 6.
Ke tsona di swapo fela tse o di nkileng tse ne di gona mane go 3 and 4 le 5 and 6.
Who's all of
It is so, yes. Yebo kuyiqiniso amasapo ngiwathathile 3 and 4 le yandawo 3 and 4 nakule yandawo 5 and 6. Ubona amaswapo engawathatha.
Just one question, Warrant officer. When you took the swabs on the door handles, do you take swabs on the inner, that is the inside of the door handle and the outside, or you only take the swabs on the outside part of the door handle?
Jwale ha o nka diteko jwale ka poetsa diswapo handling ya mnyako. Ebe o etsa di swapo tseno ka ntle handling e ka ntle ho mo ona mnyako ono kapo o etsa handling e ka hare ho monyako kapo ile etsa fela ka ntle fela.
Ke etsa handling e ka ntle ho purpose.
I actually do the swabs or the swabbing on the handle on the outside part of the door. That is on the outside of that particular room in which that door is. Jwale kahle kahle ke uma ngenza lama swab lawa ngwenza ngaphandle komnyango kuleyo handle. Hayi kule ngxenye handle engaphakathi kwesicaba.
Is there any reasons, Warrant officer, that make you or cause you not to take the swabs on the inside of the door handle, the inner part?
Ebe lebaka le bile teng la hore o ske wa nka di swapo handling e ka hare.
Ke latela a ke etsa diphuputso ke latela metsamayo ya di suspect ha di le mo ke a botsa hore na di entse jwang tsa thetsa kae ha etsalang and ke dula hodima tsetse ka ntle ka lebaka leo.
When I do the swabbing, I actually follow the movements of the suspect. My inquiries will be to the effect that up to how far did the suspects go in a particular area. Then my investigations will be based on such movements that the suspects have only gone up to the outside of the door, and that's when I would be doing the swabbing.
There appears to be a misunderstanding of the council's question. Council's actually means if this is the door handle, do you take swabs both on the inside and the outer part of the door handle?
Are you referring to two handles?
To two angles, the one on the outside and the one on the inside.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, yes, the question has been answered. Thank you. Let us move on now, Warrant Officer, to another aspect on photo 18 and 19 of Exhibit D.
Area 18 and 19, Exhibit B. I've got the photo.
That door, Warrant Officer, the door of the kitchen, is it a solid door or is it a door with a panel, the one which has a space in between?
Le mati le hao shebale. Ebe ke le mati le leng hore le felletse ha le a ahiwa ka dikarolo tse itseng tsa maplanka wa utlwisisa ke le mati le leng ke ka mantswe a mang ke ntho e tjena e solid kapo ho bona le ka reng hona le di panel ho nkile dikarolo tse itseng tsa maplanka tsa aha le mati leo.
Oh, edge ya le mati ke solid wood, and bohare ba le mati ho bonahala hore bo na le space in between.
The edge of the door, it's the wood. I should think the style. It's the wood, and the inside. Yeah, that is the middle. It looks like there is an opening or a cavity between the two layers of the door. That is on the bigger panel. It appears there is a cavity inside.
Yesterday you told this court that the bullet was not launched in that the hole. There was no bullet launched in the hole.
Maobane o ile a hlalosa taba eno hore ho ne ho sena bullet ka hare ho monyako o.
Ke hlalositse hore ke lemohile hore bullet ha ya feta monyako ka nahana hore ka tsala ha ya tswa ha ina exit kana hore mohlomong e ka thola tsela ya hore e be e felle ka hare hobane ka ba ka tracer movement wa teng.
Yesterday, I explained that upon my investigations, given the fact that I couldn't see the exit hole of the bullet, I then concluded that it is possible that it may have diverted to the inside or fallen within the crevice of the door.
Was there a hole?
Ne hona le leso.
On the outside there was
Not on the outside. On the outside there was no hole.
I mean, why there is that damage? Was there a hole?
Mo hona le tshenyo mo. Ho ne hona le leso.
ka ha e ne e le bosibu a ke a ka ka lekodisa hantle.
Since it was in the night, I did not give a closer look or a proper look. Tike njengoba kwasebusuku azange sabhekisisa kahle ukuthi mhlambe kwakhona imbobo lapho yabona la kulo monakalo bonakala la noma cha.
But on the following morning you went there. Did you check?
Impa letsatsi le latelang hoseng o ile wa ya hona moo hape o ile wa sheba.
Ka ha ke ne se ke na le thuso ya bobedi ho bile bonolo hore ba nthuse re trace motsamao wa kulo ka morao moo e la ba ha re sa tswela pele.
Now, given the fact that I now had the secondary assistant or assistants, we were then able to trace the movement of the bullet, and thereafter we didn't continue. Tike ngenxa ukuthi ngase se ngithole usizo mhlawumbe lesibini okanye usizo lukhona ukuthi lizongisiza ukuthi siphenye indlela ke mhlawumbe ehambe ngakhona sikwazile ukukwenza lokho kodwa ke azange saqhubekela phambili.
The damage warrant officer at that door, would it not assist you in tracing the trajectory, that is the movement of the bullet?
Wa bona tse emnyako bona ha ya ka ya o thusa gore o latele motsamao kapo trajectory ya kulo eo.
You would agree with me that Warrant officer, there are two damages there at the door. There's the one on the right. It looks like it's a brace, then it peeled the door, causing those small pieces there at the door.
O tla dumelana le nna hore go bona le ka reng hore ditshenyo di pedi mo mmeleng ona go nna le mo ka reng fela le matilena le la phumula go nna le mo go tlhaelang ditlhotsunyana mo tsa patsi tsa monna.
Ho bonahala.
It is evident, yes. Yebo kuyabonakala ngathi lo mnyango ulimele kakhulu khona indawo ezothula umnyango ulimele khona khona la ngathi nje uke wathi ukusuleka lo mnyango kade khona nje nezizo zenkuni evela khona lapha la kule ndawo yomonakalo.
Will that not suggest the movement of the trajectory of the bullet when it was fired?
Jwale tsinyo no ineke ke be ya ofasa tshwantsho sa tsela e o leng gore kulo ile a tsama ka teng.
Investigation ya bosibu ha e tshwane le investigation ya motshehare. Ke ka ho leng bohlokwa hore ha ke processitse crime scene ke boye ke khutlele hape ka nako ya motshehare hore ke o fela mo ke sa fela.
The investigation that is conducted in the night is not the same as the investigation that is conducted in the day. That is why it is important that after I have done the preliminary investigation that I should do a secondary investigation the following day so that I can then be able to cover areas that I couldn't have covered previously. Manje ke uma uphenyo lwenza ubusuku akufana noma uphenyo lwenza emini. Kungalokho ke ngikwazi ukuthi ngenze uphenyo mhlambe ebusuku kanti nakusasa emini ngihambe futhi ngiyokwenza lolo phenyo kwenza isiqiniseko ke sokuthi ngiyakwazi ukuphenya nabo kwezinye indawo la ngingakwazanga ukuthi ngifike khona.
Warrant officer, 2 police officers arrived in the evening of the 26th of October 2014. They did, according to Matebola, that is Sergeant Matebola, he did a diligent search in the kitchen. There was no bullet that was found. He did not only look with his naked eyes, he also moved the items in the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
I don't think there is no understanding, and I think the word diligent is perhaps
there's
not.
no evidence like that. I listened to the evidence.
He said he just merely look with
I
his naked
can
eyes.
even quote you what that gentleman said.
My understanding, my daughter, was that he searched, he did.
Am I quoting correctly? You take a pegenji. That's Zulu. Don't you remember that expression? And then I did this. Then I suggested to you, why don't you ask him about his qualifications as a forensic expert or a forensic gatherer of evidence?
My understanding, my daughter, of his evidence was that he did a diligent search. He
You want us to
searched
play it
everywhere.
back? We can play it back.
You can play it back.
Mr. Mnisi and Rapasel, you don't remember the evidence of Tim Kul when he said it? He just used the naked eye.
My lord, I remember there was even you referred to decolonization
Yes.
of
That's it. And I said,
yes.
we as Africans in South Africa, we argue that we want to decolonize
Western knowledge.
Western knowledge without having the instruments to do that. In other words, we don't use a magnifying glass, for instance. We don't use telescopic apparatus. That was referring to the evidence which he gave when he says,
I think even the prosecution tried to examine him, and he said he searched. Even the court asked him about the ceiling.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you look at the ceiling?
Yes.
Any hole in the ceiling? He said, no, just kidding. In other words, my mother is Zulu, so I can tell you, uthi uqalazile ngamagama ama, kanti ngiqalaza nje.
Maybe the record will assist if the court can take a short agenda.
No, no.
Because
Who gets, you guys get a daily. Yeah.
It hasn't-
Yeah, read it.
it doesn't arrive at that stage.
Yeah.
The transcription that you have received is not
It's
part
not
of,
there.
of his evidence, yes.
Just check there. Yeah?
Ms. Silape says it's not part of the transcription.
Okay.
that we
What
have.
day was it? You can play it back for us, Mr. Stenographer.
Timothy Matebo, it was on the sometime on Wednesday. Wednesday was the 16th. Evidence in chief. Evidence in chief as well as on the re-examination by the state.
You gentlemen, you don't keep notes. Mr. Rappelis, you don't keep notes.
I don't keep notes.
Nisi, you don't keep notes.
I do, madam, but I do not only rely on my notes, I also rely on my memory.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
don't you have it in your notes?
I do, madam, I do.
So why don't you tell us what you wrote?
He said researched thoroughly. Yes, researched thoroughly.
Using what?
Utespeli.
Yes, ukunjalo. Never use the word thoroughly, diligently. Never.
But his emphasis, madam, of the manner in which they researched,
But-
it could be a question of terminological, it could be a question of terminology. But I understood him to mean that they searched thoroughly.
Is that so?
Yes. Although it is
And
not-
then that's why he says he came back for the second time. You remember that evidence? He went first, he searched first, then they left. Then he came back and did the same thing for the second time.
That's correct.
Yes. Say, do you find the replay? Mr. Baloi, why are you quiet?
You try and find out if you'll be able to find other treaties here when you from that it was a treaty and you will find it.
First off, we are sure ukuthi nani bheka ke iziningi nathi mana senizule ukuthi ihlukile ukuthi thola ama-packaging yes.
You also say that you obsessed on the kitchen cupboard on the sink, but still you couldn't locate the cartridges.
Sabethe uziki nasesha abazange thola lutho. Yes, we searched.
Now,
There's your evidence, Mr. Mnisi. I searched, not I diligently searched.
you also conduct search specifically. But my lord, the court will also remember that.
No, no, listen. Yeah, I did search, he says that. He used the naked eye. You have it, just read it to us.
My recollection is that he said besibheka nje.
Yeah, bro. I actually acted on the bench here and said, put it at the bag. I did this. You remember that gesture? Why would I use it if a gentleman said I thoroughly searched or diligently searched? Are you getting it, sir?
Is there any progress? Is there any progress? That's all.
Maybe we need to achieve, man. I don't know whether the exercise are going to be.
No. This is going to find it. Because the three of you don't remember. You don't remember. The gentleman wasn't in court that day. Mr. Baloi, you say you do remember. Yeah, so the score is 3-2.
My lord, can we take a shot at
It's fine.
We'll come back having
Yeah.
located. It's
That's the evidence, as I recall it.
As it is a court matter.
We don't dispute that. That was said by Mthethwa. Let's go to the evidence of Matebula.
Who's giving evidence here? It's this gentleman.
No, the reason why I'm saying that, Madam, because the state is reading what Mr. Mthethwa said. And we are here arguing about what Matebula said.
I'm not arguing. I know what the evidence was. I'm not arguing. I can even tell you how it developed. I even suggested to Mr. Nguman, why don't you ask him about whether he's got any forensic skills? I said that, ask Mr. Nguman.
We're talking about Matebula, my lord.
Doesn't
the
matter.
The youngster who said, we searched. Remember, Mthethwa has always been touching his straws there, he's been looking down, you know.
Okay, it doesn't help us.
Okay,
let's go ahead.
Against him, I mean, it's actually the defense.
Yeah,
but
fine,
let's look at the evidence of the young man. That is Matebula. It is there on record, man.
Are you still cross-examining, sir? Because it doesn't help us. Because the point in issue, he's not a forensic expert.
My focus was on the evidence of Matebula.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Even he is not a forensic
Yes,
expert.
he's not.
So, I mean, really, does it take the matter far?
It does.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Warrant officer, the evidence of Sergeant Timothy Matebula is to the effect that there was a search that was conducted in the kitchen. Under cross-examination by my colleague, Advocate Mnisi, he referred that witness to photos of the kitchen where he said a search was conducted and nothing was found.
Ntate Matebula o ile se Sergeant Matebula ha na botsa dipotso ke Ntate Mnisi o ile a hlalosa taba eno ya gore o ile a searcha ka hona ka mane ka kitchening ha ona letho le le la fumana.
No, a ke na ntlha ka seo.
Well, I do not have anything to say about that. Ka akho lutho engakusho ngalokho.
You also did not find anything. You did not find the bullet projectile.
Lwena ha wa ka wa fumana letho. Bullet projectile.
Ke hlalositse hore ke
On the first visit,
Kgetlo la pele ano ya mo.
ke hlalositse hore ke fumane a bullet fragment and le katiba le walking stick ka indicator bullet hole.
I have already indicated that I found the bullet fragment, the head, the walking stick, and I also pointed out the bullet hole.
And the bullet hole on the floor.
That was on the floor. Uthi ngwazeli kukusho lokho. Ngathola ukuhlepuka nje okanye isicezu se bullet khona laphana. Nala kushaya khona inhlamvu kanye bullet hole. Ngathola isigqoko, ngaze ngathola nodombolo.
Ngathola le
walking stick.
ngabona le madi mo sitting room.
And I also saw the blood in the sitting room on
all right.
on the floor.
You told this court warrant officer that you are a forensic investigator.
Le wa jotsa khotla ena gore wena o le fokisi la forensic.
Ke crime scene attendant.
I'm the crime scene attendant. Ke imina ke oya la kune gameko khona endaweni zegameko crime scene attendant.
What are the duties of the crime scene attendant?
Jwale mesebetsi ya kapo mosebetsi wa crime scene attendant hore kapo mesebetsi ya crime scene attendant.
Who document a crime scene?
It is to document the crime scene
Ka mokgwa wa dinepe.
in the form of pictures
And lo search the exhibit
and to search for the exhibits
and document them in a form of photos.
nakho lokho ke sikwazi ukuxoxa sikufake mhlawumbe ngaphakathi elokunjaneni emafayilini wethu
Le ho bokella bopaki, le ho bopaka, le ho bo tsamaisa ho ya mo bo tlameileng bo lekolwa teng.
and to also compile, pack the evidence and transport it to where it is supposed to be transported,
And lo fana ka bopaki le lekgotleng.
and to also present evidence before this honorable court or before the court. Umsebenzi ke we scene attendant iwona-ke lo ukuthi uxoxa-ke ingxenye zobufakazi ukwenza isiqiniseko-ke sokuthi lezo zinto mhlawumbe ziyafakwa ngaphakathi kwamasakana wakhona wobufakazi futhi-ke lezo zinto ingxenye zobufakazi ziyahanjiswa ziswe khona la efanele ukuthi ziswe khona. Okunye-ke engikwenzayo ukuthi ngize la enkantolo ngiyithule ubufakazi enkantolo.
You told this court that you thought that the bullet might have gone into the panels of the door. Is that what you're saying?
O ile wa jotsa go tla gore nona gore bullet e kene hare ga di panel tsa monyako.
Ee, ke nnete.
That is correct.
It did not occur to you that it might have ricocheted and landed somewhere in the kitchen.
Ha ho aka go fitlela hono ka be ile ya fapowa ya fitla karolo e itseng ya kitchen bullet.
Bana batho ba nang le bokgoni maelana le sethunya ketsahalong ke ballistic.
Now, people that have got expertise pertaining the firearm, particularly in the scene of the incident, are the ballistic experts. Manje abantu ke abanolwazi okanye ochwepheshe abakwaziyo ke o ingoti ilabo base ballistic malana ke nokusebenza kwesibhamu ukuthi sisebenza kanjani inhlamvu iphuma kanjani into enjalo.
Ke bona ba reconstructing crime scene umshaba position ya victim, position ya the shooter and everything like that.
They are the very people that are reconstructing the crime scene to be able to identify or determine the position of the victim and as well as of the person that was shooting or the perpetrator and things such as those. Manje yibona ke abantu abanegunya lokuthi bangakwazi ukuthi bafike endaweni baphinde bayibukisise kabusha ukuthi kusebenzeke kanjani okanye lesi sigameko siye savuleleka kanjani ukuthi senzeke. Bona bakwazi ukusho ukuthi mhlambe lo bedubula ube kuphi kanti isisulu sasekuphi laba base ballistic.
So, you were not answering, Warrant Officer, the question that I've asked you. So, it did not occur to you that the bullet might have ricocheted and landed somewhere?
No, but this witness is very clear. She says, look, I don't have expertise in that field. There are persons who are trained like ballistic experts who even reconstruct scenes. Let's just do this case properly. I mean, that's why I was asking you, does it take the case any further? Because examining a forensic gatherer, but you're cross-examining as if you're cross-examining a ballistic expert. So we can cross-examine this gentleman the whole day. His evidence in the final analysis is he is not a ballistic expert. Are you with me, sir?
No, I'm with you.
But if you want to continue on that trend of questioning whether it didn't occur to him that it could have rocket-chatted, fine, you can do so.
No, I'll leave it there because even I'm told that the ballistic experts are still
Yes.
coming. Yes, I have no further cross-examination. Thank you.
Yeah. You are not able to cross-examine me
Yes, my lord.
because you're not part of the...
Yes, my lord. My brief was
Yeah.
that I should not cross-examine.
Okay.
Advocate Mshololo will be in on Monday.
On Monday, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and as it pleases.
So we are adjourning now, gentlemen.
Indeed, my lord, we can stand down until Monday.
Monday. Mr. Stenographer, you know what worries me? Are you not able to play back the evidence which has been led in this court? Were you able to play it?
Yes, but we couldn't find the portion of Advocate Warrant was asking the question back for Advocate Mdntv, we normally found.
Did you find my remarks?
Yes, I did.
Did you find them?
Yes.
What were those remarks?
I can play them.
Whilst he's still looking for them,
Yeah.
on this aspect raised by Advocate Mnisi, our note on cross-examination by Advocate Mshololo of Sergeant Matebula, he was asked, you conducted search on top of the cupboard? He said yes. And he was asked if there was anything or any exhibits you would have since if there was any exhibit, you'd have seen it. He said, I cannot say.
That's my table.
Yes.
Hey.
No, that's if you can be, it's a
No, I'm not pursuing it in that fashion. We have agreed that
If we did find out, then that's where we saw that the door was damaged. You check the ceiling. Ceiling like that. You did. We didn't find any.
okay. Are you available on Monday, Minister?
Okay, come on.
Ek tla ba teng rena.
I'll be available Monday.
Okay. Okay, let's adjourn until Monday.
The warrant officer was dealing with the swabbing. I'd ask you some questions regarding the swabbing or the swabs that you took on that day. If we can refresh, is it correct, warrant officer, that you told this court that you did the swabbing on bedroom 1?
Swabbing bedroom ya pele.
Ke nnete morena.
Yes, that is correct. Yebo kuyiqiniso. Ngenga swaba khona laphayana we bedroom yokuqala.
Where else did you took swabs inside the house?
We le wa swaba kae hape ka maharantlu.
It's bedroom 1, swapped from the door handle and marked swap 1 and swap 2.
Yale usho kanjalo ke uthi kwi bedroom yokuqala wa swaba khona waseke uya beka uphawu lapho ukuthi I swap 1 and swap 2 we handle yakhona.
It's a dry swap and dry swap, swap 1, wet swap, swap 2.
Shuthi ke uma eyenza eswapa kanjalo uswapa lokuqala kwakuswapa okomile okanye phezulu into eyomile kanti ke lokhu kwesibili kwasetshenziswa ke okumanzi ukuswapa.
Madi a swapile ka swap 3, dry swap, and swap 4, it's a wet swap.
Now the blood, it was swapped with a swap 3, and then there was also a swap 4, which was a dry swap.
Madi a fumanehile in sitting room.
Now this is the blood that was found in the sitting room.
On the floor.
That is on the floor.
Okay, warrant officer, I think I must, direct you to where I want you to give answers. In the bathroom, or the bathroom door, did you took swabs?
Hari mnyako wa bathroom wile wa swapa mo.
Ki swapile bathroom door handle and kamaka the swap as exhibit swap 7 and swap 8.
The bathroom door handle, I did mark there. I actually did the swabbing and also marked S7 and S8. Otige korolapana kule emnyango wase bathroom. Genza amaswab khona lapho. Ngase ke ngibeka amaphawu lapho amayelana ke nalawo maswab. S7 no S8.
Okay. You see warrant officer, the bedroom opposite the bathroom door. Did you take swabs in that bedroom?
Bedroom eno e leng hore e shebana le bathroom le monyako wa bathroom o ile wa nka diswapo moo.
Tjhe, ke nka diswapo ka mabaka a itseng.
I could not, or I did not take the swabs based on certain reasons.
What are your
Manje
reasons?
ukuthi-ke angikwazanga ke kuleyo mnyango ukwazi ukuthatha ama-swab ngenxa yezathu ey'thize.
What are your reasons?
Mabaka a hao e laba a feng?
Ka ho sebedisa kelello ya ka ya jwalo ka setsebi, ke ile ka nka qeto ya hore mohlomong family e ka tlung ka ba laela hore ba ska thetsa letho ka tlung, ba ka sebedisa bedroom e leng main bedroom hobane ha ke a thola dintlha di ameha ketsahalo.
Well, as a knowledgeable person, I relied on my knowledge to say that the occupants of the house should instead use the main bedroom or frequent into the main bedroom because I did not receive instructions to can do the swapping on the main bedroom. Manje ke njengomuntu onolwazi ngikwazileke ukunika kulokho ukuthi uyabona kule bedroom enkulu abantu abahlala lapha endlini bangakwazi ukuthi bayisebenzise leyo bedroom ngoba azange ngithole ke ukuqondisa ukuthi ngiye khona lapho kuleyo bedroom ngifike ngiswaphe khona.
Warrant officer, I must put it to you that your knowledge is flawed because you were there as a forensic investigator.
Ke beha ho wena hore tsebo ya hao e kareng ile ya phonyeha masuba mohlomong ha nke ka sebedisa lentswe leno hobane o no o le mo le jwale ka moto ya fuputsang ho ya ka forensic.
Ke hanana le seo ka ha ke sebeletsa hodima dintlha tse ke di tholang ha ke ile ka tsalo.
I disagree with that because my execution of duties is based on the instructions that I received or the points that had been allotted to me to cover during my investigations.
From whom did you receive the instructions?
We ile wa fumantswa tataiso go tswa kae ka ke mang a leng a o fa dintlha tse di buang ka tsona.
Ha hona motho a mfileng dintlha, ke sebedisa dintlha tse ke di fumaneng ha ke botsisisa ka se etsahetseng ketsahalo moo.
There isn't any other person in particular that gave me instructions, but I use the facts that I may have collected or that I may have picked up during my investigations as I interviewed the occupants in the house.
When you were there at the scene, did you interview any of the witnesses?
How no le mo le tulong ya ketsahalo ho na le batho ba ileng ba botsa dipotso mo?
Ho jwalo.
It is indeed so. Uthi yebo ngekathi ngilaphayana endaweni isigameko bakhona abantu ngingababuza imibuzo.
Who are the witnesses that you interviewed?
Dipaki tse feng tseno tse leng hore o ile wa di botsa dipotso kapo dipaking nyaweng
ka ne ke sa ka hara bona ne ke tseba motho a le mong ke ne ke sa tsebe mabitso a bona ntle le Kelly Khumalo empa nka a ke sa na bonnete ba hore ke ofeng ke mo botsitseng.
I am uncertain about who in particular did I interview or ask questions because those people that were there, I didn't know them except for Kelly. So amongst them, there's one of them that I had interviewed. Uthi kubo labo bantu bebelapho kukhona omnye ongengambuza imibuzo kodwa ke bengabazi laba bantu ngaphandle kaKelly Khumalo.
From whom did you get the information that at the first bedroom, Kelly went into that bedroom and the intruder followed her?
Tlhahiso leseding eno ya hore phaposing ya pele ke eo e leng hore Kelly o ile a ya ka ho yona le enwa mo keneli ka ntlong a be a mo latela. Tlhahiso leseding eo o e fumaneng.
Ha ke fihla ketsahalong ya sebaka ke lebane le maponesa a teng.
When I got to the scene of the incident, I interacted with the police that were available there. Mina ngithenge mangifika endaweni yesigameko ngase ngibonana namaphoyisa abe khona kuleyo ndawo yesigameko.
Warrant officer, the reason why I'm concerned about the bedroom where you did not take swabs is because there is evidence before this court that Tumelo Madala, after the gunshot went off, he ran into that bedroom where you did not take swabs.
Ya bona he hona le bopaki bo tsweng khotleng la dinyewe mona hore itse ha o qhoma sethunya khatla pele eno a Tumelo Madlala ke ha mathela ka phapusinyane ya ho robala e leng hore wena ha wa ka wa etsa di swap go yona.
Ke lebisa ho fuputsa haka ho batatlapi eseng batho ba fihlileng ka ba tholahetseng ka mo nkare ke di victim.
My investigations are actually directed towards the perpetrators more than the victims. Manje ke ushuthi mina mangiphenya angiphenyi izulu ngiphenya laba ke abangeneleli khona lapha endlini.
So it's not okay to you that the witnesses might be suspects?
Ha wa ka ba etsala ho wena hore ena hane ntwe hore di paki e ka ba ba belaelwa
Ho jwalo morena.
ha wa etsahala ha wa etsahala. It didn't cross my mind that there would be suspects. Uthi cha zange kwenzeke kimi okanye azange ungifikele lokho ukuthi laba aba okuyisulu kungenzeka ukuthi kube abasono.
You also told this court yesterday that you did not take any swabs at the kitchen door.
We ile wa jotsa khotla mabane hore ha wa ka wa nka di swap hona mane monyakong wa kitchen.
Ho jwalo morena.
It is indeed so. THABO kuyiqiniso lokho ngitshela inkantolo izolo ukuthi azange ngithathe amaswap kulesicapha sasekitchen.
Warrant officer, why you did not take swabs at the kitchen door?
Warrant officer ubane ngosaka wa nka di swap monyakong wa kitchen.
Ho ya ka dintlha tse ke di fumaneng monyako wa kitchen o sebeditse haholo le ka morao hore ketsahalo e etsahale monyako wa kitchen o no sebediswa haholo le nna ke bankile nako hore ba ntsitse ka ketsahalo ke responde ka bonako.
Now, the reason being, I received the facts or I received the information that pertains to the usage of that kitchen door, that it was frequently or used a lot. And even before I could be informed or summoned to the place, that door had been frequently or overly used. Manje ke mina ke sizathu esenza ukuthi mhlawumbe ngingathathi amaswap khona lapha kulo yamnyango wasekitchen ukuya ke ngabaqiniso ngibatholile ukuthi ke lo mnyango wasekitchen wasetshenziswa kakhulu na phambi kokuthi ngize ngiyofika lapho kuleyo ndawo ngase sengizwile ukuthi lo mnyango usebenze kakhulu.
Warrant officer, do you confirm that you also took swabs 5 and 6?
Wa netefatsa hore o ile wa etsa swap 5 and 6?
Ho jwalo morena.
Yes, I confirm. THABO kunjalo swap 5 and 6 ngike ngayithatha nayo.
The other swabs that you took was swabs 3 and 4.
Tse ding di swap tse leng wa di nka ke 3 and 4.
Ho jwalo morena.
It is indeed so, yes. THABO amanye amaswap ngawathatha u 3 no 4.
We have dealt with the swabs 3 and 4. Can you go through and read for the record swabs 5 and 6? Of the statements or affidavits of Warrant Officer Mshololo.
Mailana le 5 and 6 statement e kapo affidavit ya Warrant Officer Mshololo.
Swap 5 collected dry swab from the kitchen tile wall.
Kusho ke kanjalo ukuthi i-swap 5 yathathwa khona laphana ebondeni kanti ke kwakuyi-swap eyomile ke le yathathwa khona ngasekitchen
For possible human blood.
Lokho ke kwakubheka ukuthi igazi lomuntu likhona khona lapho ukonakala kwegazi lomuntu,
Skin epithelial cells and DNA.
kanti ke nokuthi ingxenye zesikhumba nofuzo lapho sesho khona ke i-DNA, sikhuluma nge-DNA.
With collection kit number 14DCAB0834 and the kit sealed in forensic evidence bag number PA 4001841741754.
Kanti ke yayivaliwe ke lesikhwamana lesi sobufakazi sasivaliwe, and then sasine collection kit number ethi 14DCA B084. Kanti ke yona leyo kit ibivaliwe njenge forensic evidence bag yanikezwa leyo number ethi PA 411841754.
And swab 6 collected wet swab from the kitchen tiled wall for possible human blood and DNA, sealed in swabbing evidence collection kit number 14DCAB0834 and the kit sealed in forensic evidence bag number PA 40018411754.
Masiza kwi-swap 6 yona ke kwakusetshenziswa ke i-swap emanzi emayelana naleya ndawo esekishini kulamathayili asebondeni, kanti ke khona ke kwakubhekwa ukuthi ngabe igazi lomuntu likhona khona lapho kuleyo ndawo, kanti ke nezingxenye zesikhumba ne-DNA, konke lokho ke kwakusetshenziswa i-collection kit number 14DCA B0834. Emva kwalokho ke kwaba ukuthi le ngxenye zobufakazi zifakwa khona laphayana ke kulela saka lobufakazi isaka lele forensic elithi PA 401841754.
So the swabs, that is 5 and 6, you took them from the kitchen wall.
Jwale swap 5 and 6 ulinkile liboteng la kitchen. It is so, yes. Yebo lama swap awu 2 5 no 6 ndiwathathe khona laphana ebondeni lase kitchen.
Where exactly in the kitchen?
Kaya hantle ka kitchen.
Kinki ark, it's a long passage from the kitchen.
At the ark that leads to the passage from the kitchen. Uthi khona laphana kule ark engenela passage uma uqhamuka kitchen.
Are you able to estimate, warrant officer, from the floor level, how far was it where you detected blood?
Six and 7.
Are we referring to swap 6 and 7?
Swab 6 and 7.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Or 5 and 6.
Okay, I estimate plus minus 2 meters. Plus minus 2 meters from the floor.
I can estimate plus minus 2 meters from the floor altogether. I estimate plus minus 2 meters.
291.
Warrant officer, was that dry blood or it was still wet?
I beg yours?
Was it wet blood or it was dry?
Okay. In the madi a jwang a ommeng kapo a metsi.
Ina le madi a se ang a omme.
There was blood that was dry. Manje uthi lelo gazi lapho bekuyigazi selomile.
Ke ka ho ke sebeditseng a wet swab.
And that is why I actually used a wet swab. Kunga leyo ndlela ke engcine sengisebenzisa iswab le emanzi.
Was it spots of blood or it was one spot of blood?